a sect of Jews from way back in the day. Back when Jesus was around, there was like the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and then there was the Nazarenes. And the Essenes were a sect of the Nazarene. If you're ever at a health food store, this is what the package looks like. It says Mana bread. This is carrot raisin flavor. Yeah, I was like, Merlin, man, this stuff is so good. How come I've never heard of this? And how do they make this bread? And he just said, oh yeah, that's the ancient recipe, the Essenes. That's what the Essenes do. They make Essene bread. It's Essene bread. This brand is Mana bread. And so I looked at the back and kind of gives you a little rundown on it. And it's Mana bread owes its ancient origins to the Essenes that once lived near the shores of the Dead Sea, whose legacy survives through the Dead Sea Scrolls and other Aramaic manuscripts. This is an ancient scripture, supposedly, giving directions on how to make this type of bread that nobody really knows about, but it happens to be the best bread ever. And another guy out in Hawaii who was like this glowing guy, his name's Four Feathers. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me mentioning him. He's just like glowing, really just full of like glowing energy. And I'd go and eat over at his place every once in a while. And every single time it was sprouted food. He'd always sprout his seeds, sprout his almonds, sprout his sunflower seeds. And I was like, what's the deal with sprouting your food? It's good, but like, he was like religious about it. He was like adamant about sprouting stuff. He was like, and he explained to me how it works. Like when a seed is just normal, it's in a dormant phase, so it's like sleeping, and then you eat it, and it's okay, but you just ate like this sleeping energy. It's like, yeah, it's got nutrients and vitamins and all the stuff that your body needs, but whenever you sprout it, it wakes up. It's like, oh, it's time to go, it's time to go, and then that's whenever it gets all excited. Little sprouts, all the energy in that gets activated, and all of a sudden you got some real food there. It's living food, and whenever you eat it, sprouted food, you can tell the difference. You just feel good, like living. So here's another thing. Mana bread is named after the heaven-sent manna that sustained the Israelites as they wandered the desert for 40 years. Mana bread is remarkably simple and wholesome, made entirely from sprouted organic grains, fruits, and nuts, and contains no salt, leavening, yeast, oil, or sweeteners. By fully germinating our grains and seeds, we convert the starches into easily digested natural complex sugars, similar to those found in fresh fruits, hence the sweetness. You gotta try this bread. You gotta go to your health food store right now. Go pick up some Mana bread. Some Mana bread. Some Mana bread. It's not like any other bread. The Mana bread is just like full of nutrients too. So, this bread is so delicious, you would not believe it. It's like, it's fantasy bread. It really is. There's no other bread out there that's even close to being this good. Everybody else adds all this stuff to try to make it good. They just don't know, just sprout the wheat. So, I don't know what it does. It's crazy magic. This is like real alchemy. Like, there's a different loaf of made with cranberries in it. It's so freaking good.